Hello, welcome back to So April. So it's Saturday and I'm a day late like always, and this is hashtag Fridaysews, where we talk about what we've been working on, what we're planning, and just life in general. So I have so many things I've been wanting to say, and I didn't write anything down, so if I sound a little jumbled, I'm sorry. I finally finished my Pattern Scout Poppy Blouse, and I really wanted to make the Birch vest with it, but I didn't have time to do that. And so, just wearing like all white is kind of shocking anyways. But, I mean, it looks fine. I only have a few problems with it. Now, this up through here is way too big. So I guess next time I would probably size down through the pattern even more. I don't remember the size I made. If I can find it on my pattern, I will go ahead and post it on here. I ended up cutting my strings uneven, so I can't even really make a bow. I mean, I could, but it'd be like tiny, so I just have it kind of laying there. It is fine. The only other problem I have is, like I said, up through here should have been smaller because, there's so much fabric here. It's just, ridiculous. And then as it goes to my hips, it's, tight. It was snug. When I put it on, when I tested it, I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to be able to fit that. So I had to actually make little side seam vents on it, which, I mean, it looks fine. And I'll go ahead and change my shirt so I can show you more details of this. So hold on a minute. Okay, I just grabbed the first shirt out of my clean laundry basket. So the arm sleeves all gather to this little binding that you put on there, and I wasn't sure in the directions if it was supposed to be bias bound or not, so I didn't do it bias bound, but it still turned out fine. I did, however, when I was testing it out, I did put it, I put my arm through the sleeve and everything, and if you can see how big this is, the band size was actually supposed to be out to here, and I thought, oh, that's just gonna look weird, so I made it smaller to where it can have a little bit of a gathered puff on it. And then on the so I watched two different videos. I watched the one on the Pattern Scout Facebook group, and then I watched another YouTuber do the same blouse, and I kind of got lost in the whole sewing this on, and I think this seam is supposed to be in the back, but then again, I think it was also shown that it was on the inside, so I don't know, I got really confused on that. The front piece came along really nice. I liked the let me see if my camera can get it. It's hard to see white on white. The seam in the front, I liked how that was done. That was really nice. And then since I added length for my height, but somehow the front or back, I think it was the front, ended up being this much too long, even though I only added 2 inches to both. And so I ended up kind of evening it off, and since it was kind of more at my hip level, I decided not to do a standard, double fold to hem it. So I serged it on the raw end, and then I just folded it under once, and then I went through and I top stitched once, and then I noticed that I still didn't catch all the stitching from my serger, so I did a second stitch. Yes, I could have brought out my cover stitch, but I was feeling a little bit lazy and I didn't. So, yeah. So, anyways, do I like this shirt? Yes, I absolutely love it. Um, if there's a way I can make this part a little bit smaller and anyone knows, please let me know. I'm kind of thinking maybe tuck it in a little on the sides. Um, I'm also thinking I might even tuck in on the raglan sleeve part and just kind of like make it a little more fitted around here so it doesn't look like a big balloon. But I will have pictures up if I haven't already so you can see what it looks like. But yeah, I remembered one of the things about woven shirts is you need to put a little more time in them than knits, which I have a ton of woven stuff now if you've caught any of my fabric hauls, and I'm going to be really busy. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. And then I am joined in with the So Frugal 2024, and I think it's just So Frugal, hashtag So Frugal 24. And if you haven't checked out any of the ladies, there are some amazing ladies with amazing free patterns, and I've been kind of watching some. I haven't really commented because the last few weeks I had started a new medication, and I don't know, it just did not work with me. I'll explain that in a minute. But yeah, if you can go and check some of the people out, there's some really talented ladies this year, and there's usually, I believe, at least 2 bloggers a day and maybe 3 on 1 or 2 days. So yeah, there's quite a few ladies. And of course, if you don't know about So Frugal, it started, I believe, 4 years ago by Ruan from The Yorkshire Sew Girl and Sam from Frugalisma. I hope I said their names and their channels right because but anyways, this is their 4th year and they've had a lot of support, and they have you can get a lot of prizes and stuff. I think everyone's supposed to post their picture and stuff on Instagram on March 31st, I believe. My video will be March 30th, so I might show my make in that video just because I'm one of the last people before the like reveal. I haven't quite decided yet. Some people have showed their reveals already, and I don't really know, am I supposed to, am I not supposed to, but you know, I just thought, well, I'm on the last day, I'm sure it probably don't even matter. But I will be doing 2, maybe 3 patterns that are free, and they're sized exclusive because that is a big one for me since I'm a bigger girl. I'm hoping to do that many because they're knits. I'm pretty sure I can knock them out. I already cut and taped the patterns together, and I wrote down some notes on that. So there's one that like totally shined when it came to putting the pattern together. I've been doing patterns, piecing patterns together for years, and I did one of theirs before, and maybe it was because they were new, I don't know, but this new pattern I did of theirs, like, it was amazing. Like, everything lined up perfect, had arrows, and I was like, wow, I've never had it totally lined up perfect. Usually there's a little piece that's, you know, and you got to kind of even it yourself, and that's fine. But, you know, because everyone has different printers and stuff. But, yeah, so that was really awesome. I won't mention what I'm doing until my video, so if you want to watch that, it should be March 30th. I will have it posted. And this week, my daughter that's husband's in the military and her children are coming from out of state, so I will be visiting with them. And so yeah, I have to really hurry up and get these things made and then get my house kind of child-proof because, you know, my grandson is walking now, and I'm kind of freaking out thinking he might get a hold of something, you know. But I'm sure he'll probably just be clung to mommy and daddy, so yeah. But I'm so excited to see them. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. I will go over a few things about my health real quick. If you don't want to watch this part, then you're totally welcome to go ahead and, leave. Um, so about me with my health. I have been having so many migraines. This is one of the reasons I haven't been posting, is my hormonal, I'm going through that whole transition of the perimenopause, and it's horrible. I don't know why a lot of people don't talk about it. It's really horrible. I'm on birth control to help control the bleeding, and then it was almost stopped, and then it started more, and I don't know. So let's just say I've been having about 10 to 15 days of migraines a day. And one of the reasons I get migraines is because, sorry, I'm moving my hands a lot. I tend to eat some stuff that I'm not supposed to, like milk. If I eat something with, say, mashed potatoes and it has milk, I can tend to get a migraine because of the milk. But I try to limit eating stuff like that so I don't end up with migraines. But sometimes, I can't help that. And then sometimes if I have, if I'm about to start or whatever, I will have a migraine for like 2 days before I have my menstrual. And yeah, so I asked my doctor if I could start a medicine that I was on before. And it's called hydroxine PMOA. If you look it up, it's basically another form of like Claritin, I believe. It's the one that's the citrazine, I believe. Other names for it are called Visceral and Atarax, and basically it's just a allergy medicine. It can like help you if you're having allergic reactions to food and stuff. Some people take it for migraines. It can help with that, like my food related thing, and I was hoping it would do that. It kind of did a little bit for the food, but not for the menstrual. And it also can help a little bit with pain, but it wasn't really doing anything like that. So what was it doing to me? It was making my pulse drop down to 50. I have had bradycardia before, and if you don't know what that is, bradycardia is when your heartbeat drops below 50 beats. My heart was beating at 50, which is pretty close to that, and my blood pressure was also going up. So low heart rate, high blood pressure, I just felt ill. Like my chest just kind of, I don't know how to describe it, like my heart felt weak and my arms felt heavy, and I told my husband, I said, I feel like I just want to fall to the ground and die. Like I can't move. And I had been feeling like that off and on for a little bit. I did try to start some over-the-counter supplements while I was on this medicine, and I was thinking, oh, it's this one, oh, it's that one. And so I stopped both of those, and I'm still having the same feeling, and I'm like, maybe it's that medicine. So I got off of it, and now it's been, past the 24-hour mark, and I know it still can stay in your body some, but I feel so much better. Like, it's just ridiculous how much better I feel. So I am really grateful that I figured that I can't take that. So, I mean, it would have been nice to take something that would have worked, but, I feel better not to be feeling like crap. So, yeah. And then I was wondering if y'all could pray for my sister, Michelle. She ended up, oh my gosh, this is a long story, and I will try to condense it as much as possible from what I understand. And she's the one that lost movement on one of her legs, and she's been in a wheelchair. She ended up getting some kind of, I guess, urinary tract infection, and somehow it had E. coli in it or something, and it got up to her brain, and she started hallucinating and having all sorts of issues. And so she had to go to the emergency room, and she was in the hospital for like a week at least. And since then, she's been going to the CDC and getting monitored with her blood. They're still trying to figure out if it's there, why the infection isn't leaving, or I don't know what what's going on, but I know if y'all could pray for her, I know that she can be healed, and I really would appreciate that. And that's my sister Michelle. So yeah, but yeah, and also please pray for my daughter Ashley and her family to have a safe trip home to Texas so I can see them and we can have a great visit. So yeah, I will go ahead and let you go, and don't forget to watch some of the Fridaysews videos, and I will catch you next time. Bye.